I've given this a lot of thought and I still don't think I have a good answer. My fascination with Tesla started years ago, and now that I've been driving one for about a year and a half now, I honestly did not expect it to change my entire relationship with cars. And just to give you some perspective, I grew up being absolutely enamored with cars and engines, and I spent lots of summers in the driveway helping Dad work on his truck, learning how to replace spark plugs, using a flaring tool to run new brake lines, replacing an exhaust and cleaning out turbos. And this carried over into adulthood with my own work on my first truck and motorcycle, both of which I've since sold since buying a Tesla. And I think the simplicity that Tesla introduced into my life has fundamentally changed how I view cars and has absolutely altered my perspective on the future of driving. So this new experience begins right when you wake up and starts with being able to check the status of your car and climatize the interior prior to leaving for work. And the Tesla app gives me an incredible amount of control over my car remotely with an interface that is intuitive and easy to navigate. And I typically check my state of charge before leaving for work and also set the temperature during the winter months so the cabin is warm and the battery's preconditioned while I eat breakfast. One of the most common questions I get from people is where I charge my car, and most people who haven't begun to explore the possibility of owning an electric car don't yet realize that the majority of charging is done at home. So essentially every morning I leave with a full tank. Based on a given point, I set my battery to charge to, which is usually about 250 miles. And if I'm driving somewhere other than work, the onboard navigation system will accurately route me. And if I'm going long distance on a road trip, it will plot a course based on supercharger location. So I can honestly say that this car makes it incredibly easy to travel long distance. And unless you're blatantly ignoring the system, you're not gonna have to worry about running out of energy. But like I said, when I wake up, I check the state of charge and adjust the cabin temperature all on my phone. And now it's time to leave for the day, and I simply have to unplug my car and I'm good to go. When I pull on the door handle, the car detects my presence as long as I have my phone, and the car unlocks all the doors. And when I sit down and put my foot on the brake, the steering wheel and seat adjust them to preset positions that are comfortable for my driving. The car also has no on or off button, so I simply have to push down on the driver's stalk to put the car into drive, and we're off. So let's just rewind all of that for a second. And it might seem trivial, but this car doesn't have a key fob, so I don't have to worry about carrying one around. I don't have to worry about locking or unlocking the car, and the car will lock itself as soon as I walk away from it with my phone in my pocket. And I can also check to make sure the car is locked via the Tesla app remotely. I also don't have to start my car, and as soon as I put my foot on the brake, the car adjusts its mirrors, seats, and steering wheel position to my preferred settings. It's a fluid, simple process, and as someone who appreciates minimalism and efficiency, it's everything I could ask for. Now, this kind of simplicity, it's not going to be for everyone, and that's okay. It's important that whatever you choose to drive adds utility to your life, and you'll know best what kind of vehicle that might be. And EVs are becoming increasingly more accessible, and as we transition to a more sustainable means of transport, I have a feeling you may be considering one in the near future.